All right. So you guys all heard about the Blue Origin rocket that took all the
The
bimbos up into
flying penis.
space. Yes, we all heard about that. But have you guys heard about the conspiracy theories around it?
I mean, I can imagine put a bunch of famous women in space. I can imagine Illuminati shit from that.
Well, we've got a couple of videos tonight that claim that this was all part of some sort of satanic ritual.
Oh, I definitely believe with all the women that went there, they definitely did some witchy shit because they're cringy, witchy women. Katy Perry and all those bitches, they probably flick each other beans in space. I'm like, oh, sexual, sex magic. They did some sex magic in space. Huh? That's like times 100 power thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird shit that's been going on. Nacho just mentioned some in the chat. It's in here, Nacho. Don't worry. But let's take a look at this video here. This will set us up here.
Oh, I already know the butterfly Project Monarch. I've seen 2012 conspiracy videos.
I did
know.
notice this cut. It
No, Kyle, that butterfly wasn't real. Watch.
I noticed, but I like.
That was not real. Go full screen so you can see better.
When it flies away, it doesn't look real. But again,
not.
a lot of footage in space doesn't look real, but not for the reasons.
But look at this. Look, this looks
it's just
very...
like the lighting in space is weird.
No, this is not about lighting. Look at it. Watch. It literally... It's a cutout.
But what is she holding?
She's not holding anything. She's just doing this. I think... Oh, I don't know yet. Okay, I'm starting to think that perhaps some of this footage might have been prepared.
What?
But again, if they had, but that's the deal. If they had budget and time and resources put into faking the footage, they would have done a better job with a fucking 3D flying piece of paper, cardboard, whatever.
Do you want my rational take on this?
Absolutely.
Katy Perry was just soaking up all the attention because if you watch the video, she's just staring at the camera the whole time, holding up a flower and then that butterfly. And I think she let it go. And the reason why there's a cut there is somebody's like, that's going to float around and it's going to hit somebody or it's going to hurt somebody or something like that. We need to just remove that. And then it continues.
Personally, I think it's very suspicious. Women are playing with butterflies and flowers. This has to be satanic and reptilian.
Johnny,
agreed.
That's what women do. That's like every tattoo.
No, this is butterfly and a flower. Rothschild written all over it.
And an 8-pointed butterfly.
Wow, Nacho, that's actually pretty accurate.
I wish we could. Yeah, I wish we could put them all in a vault and just have cameras like filming and see how long they last until they kill each other.
15 minutes.
Whoa.
Why are all the cameras like that old rectangle from like the 90s look? I feel like that might be like a hazard if they bumped like the camera or something. Even Meijer and Walmart and all those other big chains have the round cameras. Like, I don't get it.
I don't know. It's whatever.
This
Yeah, but
footage.
still, go back a couple frames, a couple seconds, just like the previous shot. And like I don't usually like the wires, but look at
Yeah, I
let's
was
look
kind
at
of thinking
this
that too.
bitch
That looks like
flopping. That
wire
look
work.
wiry as fuck, dude. And I don't.
See,
you know.
now you're on my side.
Mm.
Now you're
Yeah,
coming to
man,
me. See, you see.
I don't even
I don't know
who
if
your
it's
side
fake.
is.
I don't know if it's fake, Kyle, but it's definitely fucking suspicious.
I
Dude,
think. For people at home, you should know that this footage has filters and stuff added to it.
Yeah, they added like the
Make it look
old
this
like
way.
No
tiny
shit.
wimey filters.
No
Yeah.
shit. All those.
Well, you gotta
scratches
spell it
and
out for
things.
these people, okay?
It's not it's not a 1950s film camera with all the scratches and dust particles on it.
People don't think about that. They don't. They don't think about that. It's
This flight actually took
is the
place in
footage real?
1964.
Okay, you're right, John. You heard it here, folks. Y'all dumb. John said it. Y'all dumb.
I stand by it. I mean, have you seen Inkler?
Hey,
Whoa,
John,
whoa,
I feel it.
That's amazing.
Clearly, these women are possessed by demons right now, and that's why. they're
Blue
floating.
Origin's latest space
Absolutely.
mission made headlines for its all-female celebrity crew, but now it's making waves for a very different reason: wild conspiracy theories.
Wait. They blurred the names because it's like Flat Earth Dave,
Probably.
the globalized 69, reptilians in the sky 2006.
Man, I really
Okay,
wish they
well-
had stopped faking all this bullshit because they're making the flat earthers get all rustly. It's like, if you would just not fake it, these people wouldn't do all this shit.
Okay, so but we all know what's really going on. Okay, as we all know, space is hell, and when you go into space, a demon hops in you, and so
Katy Perry
every
was already in the shuttle.
astronaut is now a soldier for Satan, and now they've just done it to like what, the 8 most influential women in the world. Nuclear war is coming. I pray they never send Donald Trump on one of these devil canoes.
See, Johnny gets
Devil
it.
canoes. I like this Johnny guy. He has good ideas. I like him. Yeah.
On board were pop superstar Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, and 4 other high-profile women. Their 11-minute journey took them 66.5 miles
11 minutes.
And like they're on space, and this bitch can't stop looking at a camera. Go look out the window, you
dude.
dumb bitch.
It's insufferable watching her in this footage.
above Earth, crossing the Kármán line, the official edge of space, before safely returning to Texas. But not everyone is convinced. Online,
Wait, hold
I love
on,
it.
hold on.
Why are the
Texas?
Groucho Marx glasses?
That's what a conspiracy theorist look
Where's
like.
Groucho
You
Marx? I need
wearing the-
some
Yes.
Groucho Marx glasses so we can do
Oh,
conspiracies
I'm not a-
properly.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
I feel like we all have to. I feel like we all need to get some Groucho Marx glasses, just so when we do
Yes.
conspiracies, we all put them on.
Yep.
Wait, Texas. It's Texas. Texas is sending these women into space.
Well, they land in Texas. I don't know where they launch from. Like back when they did the shuttle missions, the shuttles would launch from Cape Canaveral in Florida and land in Houston.
Oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
skeptics claim the launch was a Hollywood fake.
Is it
Some
possible
say it
that they land in Texas because more ground in Florida is blessed?
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe.
was the worst computer-generated imagery any space agency has produced. Some even
That's a real
say the
dinosaur.
mission was filmed in a studio with the crew floating in water tanks. And it gets wilder.
No, it was wires. That was obviously wires.
Others allege the entire event was a satanic ritual led by Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos, pointing to the NS-31.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're getting into the juicy shit here.
Okay, so it's
Ooh.
ridiculous for it to be satanic because Katy Perry and Jeff Bezos are involved. Jeff Bezos has more money than God. Katy Perry was married to Russell Brand, a rapist.
Mm-hmm. Soon to be convicted.
Okay, can someone Google God's net worth? Can I Google
God is not a
God's net worth?
person,
Let's
Kyle.
see.
He doesn't deal in money. He uses crypto.
mission patch worn
Yeah,
by
but
each of the
no.
passengers.
What God are you talking about? The God of the Jews or the God of the Christians?
That one
Bro.
uses gold, but not to back anything, just to hoard it.
What about like the Gnostic Christian God?
Oh God.
He
let's
lost
not do
all
this.
his money on Ripple.
All right, I'm opening a Coke now. Let's fucking.
XRP.
God damn it.
Why? Another one.
Passengers,
You're gonna get
and
fat,
claiming that this was
like me.
I'm stress drinking.
I switched to Coke Zero like months ago. That's why I'm not bloating.
The only reason
more
why
than I was.
I don't drink Coke normally. Oh, God damn it, it's doing it again.
Oh my God, Till, quit. Quit
What's
fucking
happening?
exciting it.
Wait, what are you adding to the Coke? I looked away for a second.
I'm just putting my straw
Yeah.
in it.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like
Did
adding like a stick of sugar to it.
No, I'm just putting a straw in it. It's bubbling everywhere.
Did
Okay,
you drop a
it's-
Mentos on it?
No, it's
Is
just
the-
a straw.
Is the straw clean?
Yes.
Because it
Wait,
looks
wait,
like it's
so-
reacting.
Sorry, so you have a bunch of really tall straws, or do you clean that one?
It's just I have like 9 straws. I have metal ones. That's a plastic one from a cup thingy.
Till the straw man. Straw man till.
I used to
Do you
keep
like-
a bunch of plastic straws around when I did other things.
Whoa.
Right, that kind of.
I
It's
would,
fucked up, right,
tiki.
Johnny? It's fucked up. I keep telling him.
That's how the
Tiki
devils get you
parties.
with that little sugar. They sneak in. They shrink. And some of the grains are devils, but when they have but they're like Ant-Man, so they make themselves the size of a
Ant-Man
a
devils.
grain of cocaine.
Have you
Playing a
heard of the
dangerous
sugar?
game.
The sugar devil? Yeah, that's what got Kate Richards.
actually a
He's
satanic
alive,
symbol.
isn't he?
One
Gary
commentator
Glitter
wrote
used to be normal. Then he did a bunch of cocaine, and we all know how that ended up.
No, you don't know. The elites, they don't snort cocaine. They snort sugar. Real sugar.
No, they snort the blood
the
of
secret.
younger individuals.
With sugar.
Yeah, you have to add sugar.
On the
obviously.
for
yeah.
real though, on the for real, cocaine has been directly linked to Parkinson's.
Yeah,
I think
dude,
anything
like if
that
you
messes
have,
with your brain, yeah, probably makes it more likely for bad things to happen down the
Oh
line.
no, Michael Fox, a cokehead.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, actually. Movie
Yeah.
star of the '80s, and he's the face of Parkinson's. Okay, it definitely causes cocaine. That's unfortunate.
even
like-
more with schizophrenia, if you have propensity, like family history or whatever, it
Mm,
can trigger it early.
yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
But when it comes to like Parkinson's, think of like sandblasting your neurons for like a decade. Right? Like
Yeah.
it's a
Sounds like a
wonder it
good
doesn't
time.
cause worse damage. It's a wonder you don't get fucking Lou Gehrig's disease from that shit. Oh, maybe that's what Maury maybe Maury back in like the 50s and shit was a real big cokehead. And that's why he had to have Tuesdays with that fucking Mitch retard. I would tell you everything before I die, because you're the only motherfucker who'll listen.
That's the craziest thing about cocaine is it's been around since like the 1800s.
It's been
And,
around
like,
since
in-
like the BC times.
Oh well, okay, and just now we're in the one blink of an eye of human history where it's illegal.
Yeah, pretty much.
The
but,
Jews
like,
did this.
I think
NASA is a scam. Kill Katy Perry.
Whoa, YouTube, we do not condone this kind of speech.
was
here.
it
Satire.
Kyle, help-
Satire.
Kyle, help me out here. Was it the Mayans, Aztec? What culture used to chew the coca leaves and they'd spit it into like buckets, and
Yeah.
then like they'd let it dry out. They were like natives, like
His
Yeah,
grandpa.
the moon face. I don't know
Yeah.
which ones. Yeah, but they all
the tree people. But yeah, they would chew on these coca leaves, and they would essentially almost like how people do chewing tobacco, like spit it into a canister,
Yeah,
and then
while
they let it
worked on
dry
those
out in the
giant
sun,
stones.
and then they would like it turned into like a
Yeah, and
powder.
how
then
did they end up sacrificing
That
children?
I
on
mean, we
top
don't know
of
that's
pyramids?
connected, Kyle.
No.
We don't know for sure that's connected. I mean, it's probably connected, but we don't know for sure. Let's get back to
Note
this.
that Katy Perry is a known
Maybe the Incas?
Satan worshipper.
I'm not sure. Honestly, my brain has a hard time remembering where. I know the Aztecs were in like Mexico, but I don't know where else they were. I think the Mayan were in South America, right?
That
No.
sounds right.
The Mayans were before the Aztecs. The Mayans built Machu Picchu and all that shit, and
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
disappeared. The Aztecs came later, and it's all the Aztecs are even a little northern than the Mayans. And then there's a third one, the Incas.
Incas. Yeah, I remember-
Incas and Mayas were kind of the same. Then the Mayas died, and then the Aztecs were the last ones like doing all that
Perhaps it
shit.
was all that Parkinson's they had. Couldn't fight off the other tribes because they
Incas
were
were-
shaking
the Incas
everywhere.
The Incans were the ones that the Aztecs enslaved, and were the ones who allied with Cortez and all the shit that
They knew
take
what was
out
what.
the Aztecs.
Gotcha.
They knew what was what.
So why do these theories catch fire? Psychologists say this mission was a perfect storm for conspiratorial thinking, combining the mystery of space travel with celebrity culture and billionaire involvement. Pop
But
star
what do
Katy
psychologists
Perry
know?
and 5 other women safely returned to Earth after reaching space aboard Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin rocket. The capsule
Warden Gordon called it the Blue Orgy.
Mhm.
The Blue Orgy recovery team. He distributed revenge porn after his ex-wife cheated on him. What? Really?
returned to
Interesting.
Earth with a parachute-assisted soft landing, while the rocket booster also landed back in Texas. After landing back on Earth, Perry said she felt super connected to life and so connected to love. In reality,
And made the most annoying, offensive woman speech I've ever heard.
That looks like the penis is facing downward for some reason.
That makes sense.
Mm.
It's fucking the Earth now.
the Blue Origin mission was streamed live and covered by major news outlets. The crew, Katy Perry, Lauren Sanchez, Gayle King, Kerry-Ann Flynn, Amanda Nguyen, and Aisha Bowe, successfully crossed
I've heard of 2 of those people.
Yeah. And
Who the fuck the rest of you? I know one of them's Jeff Bezos' girlfriend, but who the fuck cares?
Amanda Nguyen, isn't that who we watched yesterday? With the
No,
penis
that
and
was
the
Nikita.
tits?
Oh, Kyle, you have to watch yesterday's episode, Kyle. That was a fucking trip. No, I don't know who any of these bitches are. Like, I honestly couldn't even tell you which one was Jeff Bezos' girlfriend or whatever.
They, in my brain, they essentially just sent the cast of The View into space. That's what I am ascribing to
You know what?
these
They should have
people,
done
'cause
that.
I
They
don't know
should
them
have
either.
actually sent the cast of The View. Like, they would have to
Probably.
make a giant seat just for Whoopi Goldberg's giant ass.
A one-way trip, and then they put him like in orbit and
God,
just
that'd be
leave.
great if that was the one that blew up.
into space
like,
and returned.
Well, just
No
a
evidence-
question: what did humanity gain
Nothing.
from this?
I want to know, Kyle, why do they have a Taco Bell ring the bell if I done well bell?
Satan. That's the bell of Satan.
Dude, I used to love those bells when I was a kid. You go to Taco Bell, whatever, when you leave, you just grab it, bong, as loud as you could as you walked out the door.
Fuck that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're like, and you hear everyone in the store go, "Thank you." It's a wonder they got rid of those.
Evidence supports the claims of fakery. What do you think? Let us know in comments.
I know Gail King is like Oprah's friend, and that's really all she's ever been. This looks like one of the reality shows Hal watches. 5 bitches are going into space, and they're going to live together in one shuttle for 6 weeks. Oh, dude, you know what? Actually, that just gave me a great idea. A reality show on the International Space Station.
Sounds very expensive for a show we can do very cheaply on
How
Earth.
much could it possibly cost to launch a reality TV show house satellite?
You need a confession room.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's
You would have
fine.
to
But
build
who you
one.
gonna? But no, that's fine. But who you gonna put there? What's gonna be the drama?
Bruce Jenner, The Rock,
Okay.
um,
Mhm.
Mickey Rourke,
JoJo Siwa?
JoJo Siwa,
JoJo Siwa.
Rosie O'Donnell, and
Ooh.
perhaps Andy Dick.
Ooh,
And
good one.
Andy Dick. Okay. Okay.
I think that'd be like a good starting place. And then you could send a couple extras up after a few days. But you gotta, dude. We should design a space station that's a reality TV show house. I feel like we could pitch this to Amazon. Like, hey, you guys really want to
You know
outdo
that- I don't know if you-
Elon Musk?
I don't know if you saw the when Fish Tank last season was going. Jet was pitching the next season for investors, and his ideas, the 2 main ideas are dope. They have 2 main ideas for seasons if they get like a big investment: pirate ship fish tank and spaceship fish tank. But it's like, so for the boat would be built in like a big studio, and it wouldn't be like the ship wouldn't actually sail. They would live in a
Oh.
ship that's like on land, but then they would role play all the shit going on, and shit was gonna happen around them. But the spaceship one was dope, which would be like in a fucking giant hangar. They would build a ship with like very little external access, just like some windows and all that. So they would have a cockpit. They would actually like pilot the ship in some kind of like gamey simulation thing. They will have to pilot around, and every week they would change the whole exterior. Like they said, let's say they land on a planet, they would build
Yeah,
the
yeah,
whole,
yeah.
let's say Mars landscape, and they would have to do shit, and they have to like do things for cargo.
They
That's
should
food.
actually fill the studio with noxious gas. They have to wear real spacesuits. Like, nothing
Yeah.
that will kill them, but like something that'll make them like throw up violently or something.
Tear gas.
Tear gas.
Actually,
there
no,
you
that
go.
would probably get. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, that's why you gotta keep the suit on. Don't get out of the suit. You'll get tear gas in your face, and that'll hurt.
So that bell lets Satan know they're coming.
Man, Katy Perry's crazy, but she could still get it.
So, check this out. This is the. Oh, not her.
Is she sucking on her finger?
Yeah,
Is she
This is
sucking on her
the-
finger?
this is the logo.
I don't care. Is she sucking on her finger?
Yeah, is she sucking on her finger?
She's
Yeah,
like
can I
she's
go
doing
back
the
real quick?
thinking,
No.
the thinking finger on the lip thing.
Oh yeah, she's a
Boo.
thinking woman.
So this is the logo for the Blue Origin
Paradox.
shit, flipped upside down. Some people think it resembles the head of Baphomet.
Oh yeah, that looks demonic.
A little.
It's definitely a skull, like a go head, bull head.
Yeah, something. Because that doesn't look
Something
anything
had-
like the ship.
No.
It seems a bit crazy, but here's the actual. Let's see Let's see how it looks on the actual video. Let's see if this still looks goofy. That is absolutely that is 100% 100% fake.
The
Dude.
butterfly thing, I don't think so.
Look.
It's just like shit in space looks goofy.
No, it doesn't look
No,
goofy
It
like
picks
that,
women in
Kyle.
space. One
Dude,
of them
it's
hits
the-
her head 10 minutes
It's
in.
not the lighting, it's the movement.
Still, that's what I'm trying to say. Because we're not used to zero gravity, shit looks goofy when it.
It
I'm
also
just saying, I don't think
it
that's the
goes from being
fakery.
textured to being like slick.
You think
That's
you
the
understand the
lighting,
demon
does it?
realm, Till?
Dude, it looks like bad 90s CGI.
Sometimes
I
CG.
know it looks, but it's not. I don't think that's fake. I just don't.
And
And it
she's
looks
not
fake as
looking
fuck,
at
but
it
it's not.
either. That's a weird thing.
No, she's kind of
is.
looking at it.
Mm,
Yeah.
Her eyes.
Once it goes past her, she lets go.
Her eyes are more looking right here.
Nah, you.
Mm,
Nah.
nah, they're pointed down a little bit, which would hit the object.
Like
Actually, I have it. Her eyes are more pointed
there's
like this.
it's weird and goofy that he sent a bunch of those stupid dumb witchy women.
I
but
think they went up in
I
a
don't think
rocket.
This is.
I
Yeah.
don't think this footage came from inside the rocket
Why not?
because they probably weren't even anywhere that was up like where they could actually stay up floatless or weightless that long, and it was probably a bunch of people just screaming. Or Kyle, maybe they were performing some sort of satanic ritual. Hold on, here's the
Ça
guy.
reste
Here's the guy.
But where's the ritual part?
I think he's
I don't
speaking
get
in
it.
French too, Kyle. So you should be able to understand this.
On a tous compris que les images sont des CGI. Il n'y a plus de débat là-dessus. Non mais regarde.
That's a weird sounding French.
No, it's pretty French. French is weird.
Look, he's Canadian. They fought the French
It's
on the
Italian, you
Canadian
retards.
French
Yeah.
wars.
We fought the French from letting them have their own country. Fuck you, Quebec, you piece of shit.
Regardez les graphismes. Mais le plus fabuleux, ça reste le moment où les actrices ouvrent la fausse porte.
So, did you guys see this part where they opened the hatch early and then Jeff Bezos pretended to crack the hatch?
Yeah.
Did you see that, Kyle?
Nope.
Well, that's to me just seems like Bezos. That doesn't mean the whole thing was fake. That means Bezos is like, no, I want to be the one who opened it. And it's like, well,
Yeah,
well,
Could
well,
be.
an engineer has to
Could
do
be.
it. Okay, have an engineer do it, but don't film that part. Have me walk up to it after he does it. It's like, okay, gay guy, okay.
So watch this.
He's the boss.
Okay, so you see it?
Okay,
It's
balls.
closed. I was like, they're gonna play. God damn it! Hold on.
Ouvre la fausse porte. Trop
Oh, and you gotta pause when I zoom in. Fuck you. Okay, fine.
tôt. On leur dit de vite la refermer. Et Bezos qui
See, they open it and this lady tries to hide it with her body, but she's about the size of a fucking stamp.
débarque avec son levier en métal.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Yeah, that's the
Look, he's
photo.
pretending.
Yeah. That's the
I mean, it very
photo.
well could just be a photo op. But that footage.
I get to open the harem cube.
Here's what I think. I think it's way more cringe and less than people are saying. So it is true that all these women are absolutely Satanists in the like new age, occult, esoteric, goddess bullshit sense. They all are. They all believe they're doing some goofy esoteric shit in their heads. Okay? That's what they do. The flight is real, footage is real. If they fuck each other up before or after in their little ritual, oh, we're gonna go to space, we're gonna meet the goddess. we're gonna meet Lilith, the goddess, or whatever. Some
Ooh.
goofy shit. It's just goofy women, esoteric shit. And Bezos is like, okay, I'll send them bitches up. I'm being diverse and
I got a
whatever,
question.
empowering women. It's
Kyle,
that's it.
Have you seen the footage, like the whole 5-10 minute video where they're up in space?
No,
Drop
Okay.
it. Drop it in the
Because-
show chat.
I only bring it up because Katy Perry continuously praises the goddess like multiple times.
Send it
What
to me,
did I
John.
say? Haven't even seen it. I know
Send it to
those bitches think like that. Those
Let me
bitches are
find it.
Satanists, goddess loving, empowered,
Kyle.
crazy women.
What would you do?
But it doesn't mean the whole thing is fake and they were doing a satanic.
But what would you do if they came back and there was one less? Do you think anybody wouldn't even notice?
Is that what people are saying?
No, I'm just asking. Do you think people would notice?
No, I don't know. Depends how they fake the coming back, the getting out the thing and all that.
What if they sent these bitches up into this capsule and at the apex they fucking made a human sacrifice, Kyle?
I don't know.
It's a high altar.
Pour faire semblant d'ouvrir une trappe déjà ouverte. C'est une farce. Mais avant tout, c'est un rituel. Elles partent dans un phallus et reviennent dans un utérus. L'œuf cosmique.
A cosmic egg.
Dude, come on. It's hard as fuck to get into space with a fucking rocket. You think they're doing the shapes in any other way than to scrape every single bit of aerodynamic and thermal
But
protection?
Kyle, this
and all
rocket
that? It's
didn't
just
go
the
into
most.
space.
No,
The
that's not what I'm saying. That to be a rocket and go up, you gotta they've been optimizing aerodynamics for this shit for like 50 years. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can afford to make goofy shapes because you want in a fucking thing that has to be lifted by fucking rockets up and not blow up when it comes down and fucking thermal heat and all that.
L'œuf
It's funny
cosmique.
that it looks like a penis, turns out.
C'est pas un vol, c'est une renaissance. Comme la tournée de Beyoncé. Parce que les célébrités féministes sont là pour célébrer
Yeah,
la nouvelle
that
race
is-
androgyne. Une ascension artificielle, suivie d'un retour dans l'utérus technologique. Parce que dans l'occultisme, tout est inversé.
So I feel really connected to that strong divine feminine right now.
Le féminin sacré est remplacé.
Divine feminine.
No,
That's
that's all.
code for Satan. She's
That's all
possessed.
true. Exactly. That's all true. They're all Satanists. They're all trying to destroy. They're doing all that.
Yo, what up, Ty
That doesn't
man?
mean. But then they lose all credibility by going like, "Oh, the thing was fake. The footage is fake. They were doing a satanic ritual. They were doing a satanic ritual, but it doesn't need to be in robes killing a baby in space. They might have done it before. They might have done it after. But during, they in their minds were doing that was already a ritual in their minds. They were like Katy Perry says. They were looking at the goddess. They were yada yada. It was what it was. Both things are true. The flight was real, and there are a bunch of Satanists and all
I
this
don't know,
shit.
Kyle.
Beyonce
It
and
sounds
all
like a
that's
lot
real.
of simping from you tonight.
I was swiping for Katy Perry. Yeah.
Par une
As always.
figure synthétique, androgyne, robotique.
That was weird with their fucking eye.
Remember that? That's fucking years ago. But
That
yeah.
was weird though, right? What the fuck was
Maybe
that?
glitter got in her eye or holy water.
Yeah.
Tout ce qu'on voit dans la culture pop.
No, the eyeball was moving though. That's the weird part, Johnny. When she does it, the eyeball's doing this too.
The highest high.
It is the highest high.
Katy Perry fait pas référence à l'espace.
What music video was that from? What is this? Who did this? You look like
That's
a
not a
moron.
good costume.
You look like a
Yeah,
fucking.
she is.
You look like a really bad version of that Moon Knight bullshit. Miss Moon
Yeah.
Knight, or whatever.
She's ISIS. You don't get her.
She's a terrorist organization? Huh.
C'est le climax rituel.
Funnily enough,
Une offrande pour leur dieu synthétique. Regardez leur patch. Un Baphomet inversé. Tout est codé. Et qui a lancé ce cirque? Jack Parsons, scientifique et sataniste.
I mean, that part is
yeah,
true.
man.
But I do think it's a bit of a stretch to connect Bezos directly to Jack Parsons.
Who's Jack Parsons?
Jack Parsons is like considered like the godfather of rockets, in America.
He wasn't the Godfather, but he was.
He was the
really
guy that
important.
did a lot of the major breakthroughs in rockets before we got Nazis.
Okay,
he-
but how does Jeff Bezos know Jack Parsons?
No, he doesn't.
He
The
doesn't.
guy just
Jack
making the connections
Parsons-
because Jack Parsons is like saying Illuminati. It's a name that Aleister Crowley, because he was friends of Aleister Crowley, and he got a lot of government funding, and he was using a lot of that government funding to not only just do the rockets, but do a bunch of satanic shit. And he, you know how he's the lore of how he died. He said and wrote in his diary that he was gonna open a portal to hell to let demons come through in somewhere in some desert, whatever. And he went there to do that. And official story is that he went to this place, do this thing, and some rocket, something blew up in his face. Conspiracy lore is that when he would actually try to do, he actually opened the portal and was either killed, possessed, brought into hell, underground bases. I don't know. He literally.
Well, I mean, blowing
died
yourself
when
up
he
is kind of like a
said-
portal to hell,
he-
right?
He said
yeah.
he was gonna open a he was gonna do a reach. He said he wrote, he told his friends, whatever, it's history. He was gonna open a portal to demons and to hell and all of that. He died doing that. Official history, he blew up because of a rocket thing, whatever. That's the lore. But
Well-
that's like a long time ago. Yeah, and yes, sure, but I don't know what that means in connection to this thing.
Well, I'm asking Grok right now, what are Blue Origin's connections to Jack Parsons Laboratories, JPL?
None. It's the same as any rocket
Well, it's still, it says there's no direct connection.
manufacturing after him. It's like saying what's SpaceX connections to Werner von Braun? None. But at the same time,
Well,
it's a
I was just
continuation of the
wondering,
work.
maybe there was some connection to JPL.
Okay, I'll give you the connection.
Rockets.
The esoteric, the government, the deep state, the Illuminati, what they want to do,
Mhm.
they're all the same people involved in the same things. That's the connection.
Yeah.
They're all part of the same.
And the chat's right. L. Ron
continuous-
Hubbard was also part of that little group of guys. It was L. Ron Hubbard, Jack Parsons, and Aleister Crowley. And Jack Parsons
What a
blew
group.
himself. What?
What a
in
group.
a greater context, in a greater context of people who L. Ron Hubbard was friends with and have like, it's not like they were a trio doing a thing.
I
Like,
heard they
Hubbard
did a human
learned with
centipede
Crowley
once.
how to make it. Hubbard learned with Crowley how to do his own code. I don't know what Hubbard has to do with Parsons, but Parsons has to do with Crowley. So it's loose connections during life. It's not like they were tight knit in a fucking trio. doing
Kyle,
things.
I heard they did human centipedes every Thursday night.
Sure.
And
Respectable.
they always put Crowley at the very back. He wanted to be though. That's where his
He
favorite
liked it.
spot. Yeah, that's
Exactly.
his
yeah.
favorite spot.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is, but did Bezos ever say, yes, I look up to that gay guy who killed himself with a metal penis in the desert?
You know, there's actually a show about Jack Parsons. It only had 2 seasons. I think it was called Strange Angel or Dark Angel or something like that. It was actually a really good show, but it was about how he's trying to like figure all these advances out for rocketeering, shit. This is like early 50s. And he meets Aleister Crowley, who's like, if you really want the answers, I can show you how to get the answers. I can't give you the answers. I can show you how to get them. And it's through weird satanic sex rituals where there's like knives and cloaks and shit involved. It's really weird.
Yeah,
but
that's every satanic ritual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like what the connection here is that, and maybe there's some truth to it, is that a lot of great leaps in math and physics and all that, like if you go and look at the history, a lot of those guys, they dreamt of the equation, they dreamt of the thing, and people can argue they were working so much on it and their brains were processing, and that came as a part of a dream, yada yada, and but in the same vein, they believed if you as much as a dream state, you can also force that through rituals, and you can push yourself into those rituals, into those things to act. It's like, too, you're gonna understand. You're a musician, right?
Yes.
You've got high as fuck to improvise and do the best show you could, right?
Yeah.
Remember when we were young and we believed that you just got the exact amount of height and you would do the perfect show, and that's what Jimi Hendrix did, Jim Morrison did, all those guys did, and we try to do that because that was this perfect place in being high where you would.
I more was like
just
chasing, like staying high so I wouldn't be nervous. That was more my.
No, but you know what I'm saying. That all musicians
we experiment with
of our
drugs and
generation,
shit. Yeah, I get
that
it.
like you would like receive this. Oh, you like
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
fucking
You got it.
woo
That's
people
it.
would call it a connection to the divine.
No,
Oh
but
shit, we
yeah,
got
too.
a dono.
That's it.
Dix man executed a lobster with $4.20. Happy early Easter and April 20th, 2025, and Adolf Hitler's birthday. The planets must be in line. Puff, puff, Prost. Everybody's, even Kyle's computer.
Well, thank you very much, Ty, man. We appreciate you, sir. And there's your microwave. And y'all can be just like our good friend Ty, man, by going to streamlabs.com/Mission Dude. Help us get to that asteroid tonight. It's been like 2 weeks since we had an asteroid, I think.
And Ty, man, we're gonna be doing a fundraiser for my computer, and you might wanna pitch in for a movie or something like that, and pitch in to help me up, dude.
I mean, we might have to make like the
do
end
that
of
next week.
we might have to make the end of the marathon a Megalopolis screening, since
Oh,
we didn't actually
Maybe.
watch Megalopolis last time. Dude, I've had people ask me like, "What'd you think?" And I went, "I hated it."
did you watch it?
No.
Okay, yeah, we gotta watch it.
That's why it's funny when they ask me what I thought of it. I just go, "I hated it." And nobody ever questions it, so it must be bad.
Right?
They're always like, "Oh yeah." It's not as long as I thought it was. It's like two something. We're not doing it tonight. Don't worry. We will schedule out a marathon. I want to make sure that you're able to actually join us for part of that, Hal. So we'll get you to, maybe show a little wrist or something.
Girls, ew.
Hey, dudes like it when I get my girl's titties on screen. So
C'est lui
whatever.
qui a donné la forme phallique aux fusées modernes.
Les sex
Vous n'irez jamais dans
rockets
l'espace, mais vous irez forniquer dans une prison.
flying straight into this
Wait,
guy's
hold on.
pussy.
You guys just totally missed the end of that. He said, "You'll never go to space, but you'll fornicate in a digital prison." That took a hard left turn.
Okay, so what does he think? Like there's space pussy, and Jeff Bezos is keeping it from us? What?
No, he's just saying that this is they're selling you a lie to get you into a box, and then they'll make you fucking suffer in essentially cyberspace.
Yeah, it's not wrong, but I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it's not far off, but I don't know how he got there from
Like
where he was at.
he's saying space is fake. Space is not fake, but it's overrated.
I don't think he's saying space is fake. I think that's what people are
It's
going
a
to try to use
drain.
him to.
Okay, wait.
He's saying this Blue Origin launch was space or was space was fake. The Blue Origin launch was space. No,
I
it
figured
actually
out why
wasn't.
Bezos did this. Okay, so Bezos famously, there's a photo of him hanging out on a yacht with his wife and his wife's ex-husband. Like he's fine with like his wife like hanging out with her ex-husband. So he is a total simp. So putting a bunch of powerful women on a rocket ship is just him being like a male feminist simp. I figured it out.
I mean, yeah, I think there's definitely some simping going on in that. I don't disagree at all. All right, here's something from I believe this is Harrison Smith has got some shit on this.
You know I'm not a flat Earth guy. I'm not one who is usually
It's the only
predisposed
good
to
thing out of France.
calling space fake and
That's true. Oh, that and crepes.
gay and looking
They're pancakes.
suspicious.
They're really thin pancakes. You know, we wouldn't have thought them to go that thin. Okay, sometimes you need a different perspective. Inkler says do a Legion stream for Kyle's computer. We could definitely do some Legioning in this because what I'm talking about when we say a marathon, like it'll probably be like the old days when we did like a 10-hour stream. Like, it'll be an all-day event. We can we could try to get fucking Kyle's computer paid for because it's gonna cost him some cash.
That's kind of crazy. Yeah. Here's what I was. Maybe we could the course of a week if people wanna.
Nah, you gotta keep the energy up. You gotta do it in one go, Kyle. You gotta do it in one go.
Well,
Gotta keep the
I was
energy going
thinking
high.
If people they say something like this one is for Kyle or whatever. I don't know.
I feel like we just gotta do it in
maybe
one
a
go, Kyle.
karaoke. Yeah,
We could do all
karaoke.
kinds of stuff. See, that's why we'd have so much time.
Okay.
Well, we got to invite like a lot of people, right?
I mean, and we could even do a thing, Kyle, where me and you have to get some booze, and they could pay to make us do shots.
True.
Can I do shots of beer?
Nope, it's gotta be
Because I haven't drunk in like 5 years. So if
Yeah,
you do shots of
Kyle,
hard
I'm right there
liquor,
with you. I'm right there with
I'm
you,
gonna
buddy.
die.
Yeah, don't be a vagina, boys.
Get some
Bro,
Gatorade.
I literally haven't had a drop of alcohol in 4 or 5 years. Not for anything specific.
Kyle, you're only making them want to do it more.
You want a computer? Well, you gotta fall off the wagon.
I may try to summon the soul of Greg Gurilmo Nacho if I can.
I just want to be alive to use the. I just want to be alive to use the computer. You know, not die before that. But hey,
I mean, we could do all kinds of things. We could even do. We'll talk off air. We'll come up with some ideas.
Obviously, at videos of space travel, but there was a particularly absurd expedition into space yesterday.
The first all-female crew on a Blue Origin flight. Keeping up with it.
Kyle,
And there were no survivors.
I just had an idea. We could do the Ministry of Drinks. Now,
yeah,
what
sure.
we
But
could do.
that's such a.
Here's an idea though.
epiphany.
Here's how we do it though. Kyle. Get one of those fancy wheel thingamabobbers that Roy stole from me, and we'll put all our names on the wheel, and we'll have people donate to spin the wheel, and whoever it lands on has to drink. We'll make it into a drinking game over the course of the thing.
Over the course
I
of
know
10
how,
hours?
but I'm willing to sacrifice my tum-tum to help Kyle pay for his fucking computer. Because Kyle does a lot of work around here at the ministry. And I need somebody to get back to editing.
Dude, I want to see these boys not keep up. I like this idea, too.
Let's see. Where'd you send it, Inkler? Oh, Wait, which link? I don't see any link you sent me.
Inkler, what are
The
you
Kardashians
doing? What is your
in
fucking
space.
link?
Oh shit!
Something about launch day. It just hits different, right, ladies?
Give Kyle $2,000. I don't have $2,000 to give Kyle.
Jesus.
That's way more than drinking while trolling. Yeah,
That I
see,
need. Yeah.
that's what we could do is after we hit certain levels, we could do after we hit a certain benchmark in the fundraising goal, that could trigger us to do certain things. Like say we get halfway to the goal, and that it triggers legioning or whatever, and we'll be well fucking drunk by then. So Al, I'm gonna need you to steer this stream for a while. I'm gonna have to teach her everything. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. I'm just gonna be over the corner going, ah! And Al's just like, I'm pressing buttons. Bring your Mo. What?
Bring a whole stream setup.
Truly.
Yeah, we tear down. Do you know how long it takes to set this whole thing up? It's insane.
The stuff of science fiction now come to life.
We're not just sitting in a studio talking about this.
I know.
This isn't a green screen behind us, ladies and gentlemen. We are here on the ground.
It just blows my mind. It blows my mind.
I'm going to be very emotional this weekend, of course.
Yeah, it's an emotional thing. It's a big journey.
What a ride it already has been and will continue to be, obviously.
First of all, we look good. This experience for them.
I hate all these women.
They suck.
You know how much they pay for. Like every week they have to, like governments and universities, they pay millions to Elon Musk to send experiments to space. Like like there's an infinite number of experiments they need to send to space. Things and science things they gotta send to low gravity and all that, and they send this bunch of dumb bitches that got nothing out of it.
Conversation is that it's just totally fake. Fakest thing I've ever seen. It just looks ridiculous, folks. Here's a new one that just came out. So when they landed,
that shot there looked like it could have been something from like a promo.
Here's
that one that looks totally fake.
It does.
New one that just came out. So when they
even the fire looks fake.
Landed, they make it seem like, oh, the team's got to rush over there to open the space capsule, and Bezos is going to open the space capsule.
Dude, this motherfucker is wearing a goddamn fucking piece.
That's a nice rock right there.
Very big.
Yeah.
That is,
Too much,
I
would think.
That's what they call a thick boy. That's a thick boy.
How much is that?
If that's real gold, I'd say we're between 50 and 100K.
Whoa.
If I can't tell what watch it is, depending on who made it. It could be a little more, a little less. You could probably get a full gold watch with like some diamonds encrusted. If you go synthetic diamonds, you can get it way cheaper. But you can probably get something like that.
That's crazy. Why?
The reason why I
would you
say
put that
50 is
much
because of
money
how
in there?
thick it is. Because it appreciates. And so, like, say he ever loses his job, like, say he's got like a closet half full of fucking expensive ass watches, he could liquidate all those watches and like live off of them for probably a couple of years.
That's so funny though when you think about it. He works for InfoWars, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Alex Jones got like fined like $1 billion, and one of his employees has a 100K watch on. Can you imagine that? The guy going like, "Yeah, I love you, Alex. I wish there was something."
I've seen Alex Jones wear
watches on his phone.
I've seen Alex Jones wear like fucking $250,000 watches on InfoWars before. Like, not even fucking like that's a great investment. Like, if you can keep those on you, like if you put those in like a fucking a vault or like a safety deposit box that the government don't know about, the government tries to take everything from you, you could live comfortably off of a decent watch collection.
So Till is saying Bitcoin is a scam.
Bitcoin is
buy
a scam.
watches.
Yes,
Buy
absolutely.
watches.
And
This
even
is
like
financial advice.
even like the lower kind of like intro watches, like which would be like a couple of grand, which is like, to us is like, wow, that's a fucking expensive ass watch. Those watches in many cases will like more than 10 times their value in like less than 20 years. So like a lot of the stuff it kind of is random. Like the story I tell a lot of people is there's this guy who was a Navy diver, bought a Rolex because he wanted something that was nice but tough that he could wear while diving. But he felt so guilty that it was so nice, whatever, he never wore it diving, and he put it in a safety deposit box. And that was back in like Vietnam. And like 10 years ago, he opened a safety deposit box and when he got it appraised, and it was worth like $2.5 million. He paid, I think the story said like $3,000 for it in like the late 60s.
Oh, and his wife was like, "You spent $3,000 on a watch?"
Well, I mean,
Shut up, bitch.
He was
I'm
a
in
military diver,
Vietnam.
dude. Even back then, they fucking made.
I'm in
bank.
Vietnam.
Yeah, like watches appreciate in value most of the time, unless you're buying some fucking Richard Mille bullshit. That shit will never appreciate.
But if you look at this video, you'll notice somebody actually opened the door from the inside, and then they reclosed it so that they could recapture the moment of Bezos running up to open the door and I guess greet his wife.
I got some questions. All right. So when Jeff Bezos goes to open the hatch using a
We're
tool,
insane. We're
using
both
some
cool.
sort of
We're both
Watch
cool.
gang.
We're both-
Kyle, where's your watch? Fucking queer.
Dude, I'm fucking scraping for a computer. It's a guy to have money for a
Well,
watch.
maybe if you had a watch, you could sell it and buy a new computer.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I got a one-piece pocket watch I can go grab.
As in the anime? That's so cool.
Yeah, it's neat. It's probably worth nothing.
This is not like a huge fucking deal. That's why I probably won't ever sell this watch. But the Orient watch I have, I paid like $110 for it. It's a nice automatic, so, and it's Orient, so it's like it's a really nice looking watch. But they're cheap.
Yeah.
I bought it like 3-4 years ago. I think they're like $180 now.
All right.
So it's like, I mean, that's a very microcosm, demonstration. God damn it, one man army, son of a bitch. Oh, fuck. I need to get you in the fucking group chat, dude. This shit, I always forget. Hold on. I got you, bro. I got you. Son of a bitch, I always forget.
Uh-oh.
I always feel bad. I'm like, he's always like, it gets me like halfway in the morning. And I'm like, yeah, man, I'll send you one. And then I completely forget by the time the show happens.
Isn't there like a max of like 10 people?
Yeah, I know. I wish you could make it bigger.
Those groups?
Yeah, in the group chat.
Yeah.
Discord groups?
Yeah, you can only do 10 people. It's really fucking annoying.
Well, we can always kick John out.
Yeah, sure.
What? Wait, which one? Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
You obviously, you don't have a watch.
Dr. Till. Right. Jon. Gotcha.
Dude, we have John, Josh, Johnny. What the fuck? You Americans are really running out
Kyle.
of ideas, am I right?
You're the odd one out, Kyle. I'd
Kyle's
tread
real name is
carefully.
actually Juan. That was the wrong button I pressed. Jose White. The weird part is his last name is still English.
Just lower the video like 10%. It's a lot as fuck.
The video?
This one. This
specially
video.
designed
Lot
tool
as
to
fuck.
open this
I got you.
sealed door, and it doesn't go as planned. And it's a little bit suspicious to me.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to open the hatch.
Kyle, I've seen Kyle's real name. It's like Calico
Yeah.
or something. It's like a cat or I don't.
Don't fucking dox me, but it's
Sorry,
it's
sorry. I
basically
didn't mean to tell you. I didn't mean to dox your Calico name.
yeah. No, but if you know that like Kyle White, it's not even like I'm just basically phonetically translating so you retards can say it properly.
Yeah, you're making it
It's
more
not even
white.
it's not even like a really fake name. It's
What's going
really
on,
close to my
fuckers?
real name.
Yo, what up, one man army? What's going on?
One man. I like how you made it on the fucking show. Like, God damn it, we forgot him. He hits me
Yeah,
up in the
I
morning.
always fucking forget. You gotta remind me like right before the show. So, I need to get you in the fucking somehow get you in the group chat. I don't know how to make it bigger though.
Yeah, dude, you gotta help me out with that.
I don't know. How
You
to make
probably
it
gotta
bigger.
pay for like Discord Nitro or something.
I do. They won't let you discontinue it either. You can't unsubscribe. It's impossible. I'm serious. Don't ever subscribe to
Really?
Nitro. I'm dead serious. There's no. I cannot find a way to unsubscribe. I've been trying for like 2 years.
Uh-oh. I'm
Wait,
also in
what?
Nitro.
Wait, do you have to like call them or something?
I don't know. I've been trying so many times, and I can never get. I can never find the place where like, oh, it's here in this menu. I'm like, it's not there. There's nothing here in this menu. This is not where I unsubscribe.
Dude, they become Adobe? You can fucking unsubscribe from their shit. And by the way, too, get a hang of it, woman. She's being really nasty to me in the chat, okay? That's really offensive.
I don't know,
You gotta
Kyle. I
control
find it
your
funny,
woman,
so I think
Till.
I'm just gonna allow it.
Freaking tell her to make a sandwich. You know? No, I'm playing. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yeah, you don't want Till to die.
Oh yeah, she's making
Yeah.
me
You'll kill 'em.
breakfast for dinner after this.
Exactly.
I'm gonna make her scramble me some eggs. I'm gonna scramble her eggs.
We can't have the host of the show die by the hands of his wife. Like, you know, that's not okay.
I mean, it's probably likely. Anyways,
So he's
moving on.
got the tool, he puts on the hatch. He's about to, and it just pops right open. So he didn't actually use the tool.
Wait, is this
He
Andrew
was like,
Tate?
"Oh, we
What
didn't
the fuck
actually
is
need it."
happening?
To catch you up, one man, we've been watching conspiracy theories about the Blue Origin launch.
Yeah, the Katy Perry bullshit. I heard about that on the Monsters in the Morning during the week. I was like,
There's one clip they did. I don't know if I still have it. Here it is. Yeah. Here, I'm gonna go full screen. Tell me if anything looks weird.
why is there daylight? This looks like a zero gravity simulator. Jesus, I hate Katy Perry's face so much.
You know what? I just
So-
noticed it should have
Who
went
hit
through.
their head? I need to know. Oh my god. Who
It was
hit their
Gail
head?
King. She smacked her head. You can see on the left.
Oh my god.
What?
This is the fucking. There's no.
Oh, and I just realized Katy Perry's the face of this, but they all probably wanted to do that. How did she get to be the face of it? Did she?
It's Katy Perry, dude. She's a psychopath. Don't you see it in her goddamn face?
She also spends the entire time just looking at directly at the camera, but the window, if she wants to look out, is like she'd have to move focus away from that fucking camera for 5 seconds.
Nah,
Do-
no
do you
way.
think- Do you think Katy Perry's on drugs?
All the time.
Dude, this looks so fake. This
I think she is.
part of that butterfly should be in the beam of the light. Because you can see her hair in the
So-
shadow.
Yeah, there's fucking
Tripping on
shadows and everything. Like,
fly,
no,
that's-
that wouldn't happen.
That's not what's fake. Either everything is fake or none of it's fake.
Yeah, I don't see why
butterfly is
they
not
would
fake,
fake
dude.
the butterfly.
I already told you, shit looks weird in space. You go look at the. That's why the flat earthers are crazy all the time about the ISS footage, because it looks weird.
Yeah, it's
Shit
also
shit on zero
also
gravity
very
looks
weird, Kyle. The white balance on the butterfly and the white balance and everything around it, like not the
I
white balance, but
know.
the like the blacks and whites. They're not. It's not the same.
I'm surprised you're not.
But what kind
mentioning
of
the pixel
astronaut
density.
mission like? Okay, what kind of fucking like? If you're going up into space, right? who the fuck allows themselves to get clunked in the head by zero gravity? Actually, you know what?
It's
Kyle.
women. It's women. What are you talking
Kyle,
about?
There's some weird
Yeah.
artifacting going on in the pixels around this.
Say pixel density. Say pixel density.
Well, I
Her-
can't
her
really
story
tell.
about space is
I
going to
honestly
be like
can't
the stupid
tell.
spaceship made me trip.
How is it weird? I
I don't
don't
know.
see.
Something just it looks like there's a
Yeah, it's
line around
compressed.
it. It looks like there's
It
a
does.
line, like a very.
That's the thickness of the paper, the cardboard thing.
Yeah, the paper's blue on the outside, white on the inside.
They
Yeah,
probably
no, I
they
get
probably
that, but I'm not
printed-
talking about that. I'm talking
they
about.
printed that shit and
It
then they
literally
they,
looks like
they
if I were to
glued-
cut it out in Photoshop and put it in.
No,
Like
it doesn't.
the edges look cut. Like I don't
Did
mean
you
of
see
the object. I
how-
mean of the image.
No. It's just like I said. Things look goofy in space lighting.
I can't help but agree.
I think part of that would be
Yeah,
in,
I could see
that beam
that.
of light.
Tell you're
I
the
think-
only one fighting for this.
Perhaps, but I'm also the only one who's fighting for Ricada not actually going to jail because all these people
I mean,
can't read
I'm
a
fit-
No, I
fucking
also believe
goddamn
that. Ricardo's cool.
document. Fucking
Yeah.
retards.